trademarks maybe. Ribbon chat, ribbon chat, ribbon chat. I just need to find a new fun chat.
Greetings and welcome to another Gil Making video. Normally I'm doing these in a more spontaneous recording, but I feel like writing down some thoughts and ideas is the better way to go, especially as time is Gil, right? The first insight I got for the patch is that Smaragdine weapons, even though I consider them quite decent on their aesthetical value, are an absolute bummer. Some of you already told us in the comments section of my 6.5 preparation video that they witnessed the Rubellox material drop in prices, especially the ruby plating, even though the Rubellox weapons themselves have been sold quite nicely. I personally sold all of those that I crafted for the showcase video, which definitely is not the case for Smaragdine. However, one tip from my personal experience here: if you bought out the platings before the patch for around 200 to 250k like I did, be patient and don't sell weapons as long as prices are horrible. As this hasn't been profitable for anyone because of some idiots dumping down the prices on day one already, people will leave this niche and stop working on Smaragdine weapons. But I have literally turned a wasted investment on older shiny trial weapons into a big profit because I just kept them until the prices went back up, which I highly recommend doing if you already bit the bullet in buying the platings. That means maybe try checking out some other shiny weapons now, as the prices are nearly where Smaragdine will be at in the future, so you can check them as a good example for that. Or even go back into making shiny trial weapons of old, where my top 10 weapons for this or that job might come in handy, as new players in particular don't know about some of these weapons until they watch these kind of videos, which motivates them to check out the market board a bit more keenly. And this can be perfectly combined with grinding down some bosses solo as a warrior, for example. I just did Suzaku Extreme without even having upgraded my tanking gear to the new 6.5 values, and defeated her with ease, and to my luck got a tail feather on the first run. So just turn this into one of the best looking Suzaku weapon and you got a nice 400k profit, because you farmed the most expensive material all by yourself. And by checking the prices for Byaku's main, this can be applied to Byaku Extreme as well. In my opinion, it's just insanely awesome and satisfying to go through that Gil Making route. So definitely check out my Gil Making Man Mode edition video.
I think it's pretty close,
if you want to know more about that topic. However, the big seller of this patch, which I definitely predicted but was still surprised by the range and length this went by, is crafting and selling Diadokus gear. As I had prepared that whole topic decently with materials and also crafted some pieces before the patch dropped, I was pleasantly surprised by the big waves of Gil coming in on the first days up until now. And let me tell you, prices are still very good, and you should definitely give it a try, as material costs have not risen in correlation. Using the same macros and gear as I did in patch 6.4, this goes by very smoothly, and even buying out the raw ingredients in high quality can be worth it. One thing I experienced though, casting, healer and fending gear sold way more frequently than that of the others, so I assume that either people haven't realized that the new augmented Diadokus gear has been released since Tuesday, which you can learn more about in my 6.5 gear compendium. On the other hand, I might actually have faced the other reason behind it, as grinding down the Divine Rain overlaps with farming Mandeville relic weapons, and I personally have not yet upgraded my Diadokus gear too, due to the fact that I'm still missing some relics, which I definitely want to collect before 6.55. So it could be just that little fact why you should favor caster, healer and tank gear over the other roles slightly when crafting. Alright, last but not least, definitely check out prices for the required Leaf Quest items in Old Sharlayan, as I can track a constant downfall of Tsai to Vunu on many servers, leading to a big and solid profit through using overstacked Leaf Quest allowances. Just some minutes ago I made around 700k Gil in about 10 minutes just by turning Tsai to Vunu and my 100 allowances into Gil. And I truly think for people that want to build up a solid foundation to start into the big business with crafting battle gear, chocobo bardings or shiny trial weapons, this is the way to go if you don't know how to spend your allowances otherwise. And that's basically it for now for Gil Making in 6.5. So keep grinding, crafting and selling Greek tea of the mountain to some rich NPCs and you will earn a modest prosperity in no time. Refer to the videos in the description to learn more about each Gil Making branch. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy and keep loving Final Fantasy.